Hey Sagittarius, welcome to the cottage. Welcome to your romance reading, Sag. Prop up your feet, grab your favorite beverage. Let's settle in and get the latest on your love life. This is for you if you have Sagittarius as your sun, moon, rising, or Venus placements. Welcome in, Sagittarius. By the way, Sag, I do offer personal readings. The link to book a personal reading with me is found below this video, www.enchantedcottage333.com. All right, Sagittarius, let's take a look and see what's going on in your love life. Let's get an update for Sag. What's going on in Sag's romance world? Sagittarius, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. What's up, Sagittarius? What's up? Sagittarius, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. What's going on in your love life? Let's take a look, Sag. Let's see what's up. All right, so we have, hello, King of Cups. Love is already in the board. Oh my God. Why in the Three of Swords? What in the cornbread hell is going on here? Three of Swords. Sagittarius, what crazy terrain has just pulled into this station? Page of Swords. Somebody's heartbroken and watching you. Somebody is in love with you and heartbroken. What happened here? Could be cheating. Third party energy, maybe. Let's see. Did they break their own heart? That's another thing. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes we fall on our own sword. Give me more on the Three of Swords. Tell me why it's here. Let's let Auntie Karen do what Auntie Karen does. Let's get the truth. Let's see what happened here. Emperor in reverse. So somebody just didn't step up. Somebody just didn't. So God, we got a juggling situation here all day long with the Two of Swords. Two of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. Damn, there's a lot of people here. There's a lot of people in the mix. Somebody stepped in and looks like somebody had an error in judgment. Oh, somebody crossed somebody's path and they looked damn good. Yeah, with that Queen of Wands energy, some little hot tamale crossed this person's path that's in your energy. And I don't know if they acted on it or not, but they definitely had a momentary, they stopped dead in their tracks. Chariot in reverse. Oh my God, Knight of Cups in reverse. Four of Wands in reverse. Please tell me that this person did not blame you for their actions. Please tell me that didn't happen. Somehow this was your fault. How does that work? I'm not saying they acted on it, but they definitely entertained the idea at a minimum. This may vary for different ones of you Saggies that are watching right now. I think this Ten of Wands. Guilt. Two of Wands. I should have made a better decision. You should have said no. You should have made a better decision. Now they're feeling guilty for it. Now they're missing you. Lost without you, Sag. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I've blown it. Guess who's watching you? Whoever this is. Watching you, Sag. Balls deep in emotion. What a way to have to live. Knight of Cups in the reverse. World reversed. Unfinished emotional business. Seven of Cups. Okay, so riddle me this. How is it that nobody compares to you and yet they're doing this with their swivel head, right? That's what I get. I mean, I can't reconcile the two energies here. Maybe they didn't realize it. Maybe it took them, I think it did. Yeah, it absolutely did. It took them, screwing up and facing the consequences of this entire thing when the truth came out. Ace of Swords here. and realizing exactly what they put on the line. Damn. 2020 is hindsight is 2020, right? That's what's up with this person. They're looking back with chagrin at their own actions. Meanwhile, keeping tabs on you, watching your social media, riding by your house, talking to friends or mutual acquaintances, trying to figure out what the hell's going on with your life. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Still in love with Sag. Not doing anything in the moment. Feeling very unhappy. 10 of Cups in reverse. But not really doing anything. 9 of Wands in reverse. They may feel like they have blown this entirely. Temperance. They may feel like you'll cool off, Sagittarius. They may feel like if they've not lost hope. They are hoping that if they give this some time, that you'll cool off. And that maybe, you'll soften up a little bit about this whole thing. I'm not saying you will. I know you Sag. I'm not sure you will. They may wait too long. Sagittarius waits for no one. They're waiting to reach out to you. They may blow it just on time alone. Right? I know how y'all roll. And not in a bad way. Y'all are my sister sign. I get you. I love you. But not everybody gets the way that you guys roll. By the time they come around, you may have been through 3 relationships by then. Right? But I want to see how you feel about it. I want to pick your brain. I want to hear from you, Sag. How do you feel about this? How do you feel about this? How do you feel? I kind of get that they fey-foed. Fucked around and found out. Let's see. I think you got a title like that last time. At any rate, how do you feel about it, Sag? How do you feel about it? How do you feel about it? Sagittarius. How does Sagittarius feel about all this? How does Sagittarius feel about all of this? How does Sag feel? How does Sagittarius feel? You're not over them, Sag. You're also not feeling very cooperative either. Oh, you're not feeling very cooperative either. In fact, Death reverse, you're not over them. You know what I think you might be entertaining the idea of? Getting back. I think you may be entertaining the idea of fucking around with somebody else and to get back at them. 3 of Wands in reverse, 3 of Pentacles in reverse. You're definitely not in a cooperative mood, but you're not over them either. Death reverse. No, I am over them. I just want to get back at them. That means you're not over them. If you're in a revenge fuck kind of mood, you're not over them. Unpopular opinion. Still true. You're not over them. Death reversed. This is not dead yet. In your mind, though, let's see here. Sag, I'm going to venture to say you may have started talking to someone and that fell apart. I kind of think you may have started talking to someone and that one fell apart. Because I got an Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Swords in reverse, 8 of Cups. I don't know what happened with that one. I think that you just didn't gel for some reason. 10 of Pentacles in reverse, 10 of Swords in reverse. They weren't over an ex. Probably because you weren't. That's what happens. When you're not over somebody and you're carrying a grudge, guess what? That's who you're going to choose. Somebody else that's carrying a grudge. Don't ask me why, because I won't get into it with the details of this reading. For the parameters of this reading, that's what Patreon is for. But yeah, that's what happens. Either they reminded you of them or they weren't over them. So false start all day long. Wow, Sag. Wow, Sag. Meanwhile, the heart still beats for this person, whether you like it or not. You're wondering if there's a future with this person. You may have gone through some things to come to that, all right? But you kind of realize that, You know, other people aren't going to really feel a spot like that other one did. So I'm not saying you want them back, but I'm just saying you're not over them. That's all. You're definitely not over them. I don't feel like you're in a mood where you're cooperative, though. I will say that. But now where they may miss out is you may end up getting over them before you feel cooperative. That may be how that rolls. Let's see what their next action is toward you, Sag. What is their next action toward Sagittarius? 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 What is their next action toward Sagittarius, please? What's their next action toward Sag? Communication. Ace of Swords. Why is the Three of Swords here? Page of Swords. Oh, Sag, why is their communication trifling? Oh, they're in their ego. They're going to call up and tell you they got them a new bee thing, all to get you back, all to make you jealous. What in the crazy train is up with this thing? Yeah, they're absolutely going to tell you that they got a new boo thing. Like, what? They're the one that did this to begin with. This is making no sense. Meanwhile, they got mad love for you. That's what's underneath all of this. Lover's card. Deeply bonded to you. I feel like I'm in a One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest episode here. This reading just went from very boilerplate to very not. I can't figure this shit out. Three of Pentacles in reverse. They're going to parade a new person around you. The goal, to get you back. That's the goal. It's just the way they're going about it. That's my problem with this person. All right? Devil in reverse. Eight of Wands in reverse. That's going to be the result. You're going to cut this shit out, I believe. You're going to say no to that. What I want to know is, I want to get more on the dynamics of this thing between you two. I'm going to see if they're actually going to do any maturing, okay, and what the long term looks like for you and them. I mean, there's plot twists throughout this thing, so I'm open to whatever. We'll see all of that. And the All Signs Cross Watcher. We'll check all of that over on Patreon. And the link for the extended reading is going to be found below this video. So let's take it over there and dissect this thing in a lot more detail. I'm going to ask some really hard questions about what in the ever-loving fuckity-fuck this person has in mind when they're trying to get you back, and yet they're calling you to tell you that they've got a new boo thing. What in the crazy? All right, Sagittarius, let's take it over to Patreon, see what we can find out.